For nearly 50 years, the United States Collegiate Athletic Association has been a college athletic league that has given smaller schools and junior colleges a chance to compete for a national championship. Over the past couple of years, SUNY Canton has had the honor to host this national volleyball tournament. 10 teams from across the country come to the small town of Canton, New York to compete in a 3-day tournament to see who will be crowned the USCAA National Volleyball Champion. Out of the 10 teams who come to compete, many of them have become mainstays every year. For one school, however, their team is more than just a team. They are a family whose coaches' lessons run much further than volleyball. The Rochester College Warriors have become a mainstay in this national volleyball tournament. For the past 9 years, David Crump has been the head coach of this team, and for all 9 years, the Warriors have made it to this tournament. Even after 9 years, Coach Crump still sees many familiar faces.
We have a lot of our alumni coming back every year. They stay involved. They follow us on Facebook and Twitter and all those kind of social media.
Family is an important aspect to any team. As the tournament progressed throughout the weekend, it became clear that this Rochester College team was a very close-knit group. This team has been together for more than a season, as they did not recruit any new players.
The entire team was here last year, so we finished third last year. We're a little bit more mature, so I'm really hoping that we can get to that final match this year.
I am from a big family already. I have 3 sisters of my own, and then I just added on 13 more. Well, I spend basically every waking moment with them 24/7.
Basically, we all hang out together all the time. We're all each other's best friends. We have other friends, but we don't see them nearly as much during volleyball season, so we kind of have to be a family.
Each Rochester College game is accompanied by a noise, not just by the players, but by their fan section too, as their parents come from all over Michigan to cheer on and support the team. These parents play a vital role in the Warriors' success, not just by supporting them, but by feeding them too.
We do have certain moms on the team who come together and they bring snacks and they always bring little fun stuff for us to do to come together as a team. Like today we have ribbons in our hair. It's a unified team.
It's really important because without them we'd probably starve. And they bring us snacks and everything. And it's really nice to have other parents there because my parents, it's really far and they both work, so they really can't come support me. So it's really nice to have other people's moms coming to support us.
They're not just the moms for their kids, they're the team moms, and it just kind of feels good.
It's just nice to have that support.
Parental support can be a driving force in the success for any student athlete. This support has helped them a lot over the past couple of years. On a couple of different occasions, this team has had to overcome a couple of tough bumps in the road. For some, like the Crump family, this volleyball team has acted as a vice. This vice has allowed them to escape the tragedies that can occur during everyday life.
We struggled about a year ago with my son being diagnosed with cancer. So that was very difficult for us because you don't expect a 19, 20-year-old kid to be dealing with lung cancer. The girls really rallied around us as well. They were a big support to us as coaches and as just people in general. When you're dealing with something like that, it's hard. I'm really proud of them.
This kind of tragedy can help motivate teams to become closer than imaginable. After being diagnosed with cancer over 2 years ago, I'm glad to say that Coach Crump's son has now been in remission for over 18 months. With his son in remission, Coach Crump, as well as the rest of the Warriors volleyball team, have been able to turn their focus towards the 2013 USCAA National Volleyball Tournament. The Warriors finished third in last year's tournament and are looking to improve on that as they head into this year's tournament as a very strong 6th seed. This tournament takes place over the course of a 3-day period. The teams that make it to the final day can play as many as 7 matches. They play through rigorous schedules throughout the season and oftentimes play with injuries. The teams that make it to this tournament have had to pass through such a tough test to ensure that they have had a good enough season to compete.
It's been a really good season. We've played a very tough schedule. We play both USCAA and NAIA schedules, and so we have played some teams like number 4 Madonna.
Rochester College started pool play against the 9-seed Lindenwood University on Thursday. Although the Warriors got off to a fast start, winning the first set 25-18, Lindenwood was able to make a comeback by winning the very close second set 26-24. The third set was halted for a couple of minutes when the refs had to gather over a questionable call. They ended up reversing the call in the Warriors' favor, which helped them end the third set 15-8, winning the first match of the tournament 2-1. Coach Crump, how was your team able to win this roller coaster match?
It's really about playing out of confidence and not out of emotion. And when you prepare for this all season long, it's hard to control those emotions. But the mature athletes and the better athletes learn to control that and use it as fuel, but not to get themselves out of control.
The Warriors started their third match of the tournament on Friday morning as they played the host school SUNY Canton. The two teams started this match with a lot of back and forth action, trading point for point. Rochester took a timeout and were really able to take over the match after this. Rochester would end up winning this matchup by the scores of 25-19 and 25-20. Although Rochester won this game, they suffered a big loss with the injury of junior middle hitter Chelsea Potter.
And the whole time the girls it's fine, you don't just sit out, we just want you to be better. We're lucky that we have so many people. Hearing them say that to me was just relief. Even if they're out, it's okay because they have somebody else there for them.
The way the team rallied around this injury just showed that when one Warrior falls, another one will rise up to support them. Coach Crump explains this a little more.
When you have to battle those type of injuries and you see that you can still play and come through those, and we have a good bench to draw from, so we have confidence that we have somebody ready to step in, so I don't feel like we missed a beat.
The Warriors would play their final game of pool play on Friday afternoon, facing Johnson and Wales. They would beat Johnson and Wales in quick fashion, winning in two sets by identical scores of 25-14. The Warriors ended pool play with a 3-1 record, finishing second in their pool, which means they had made it to the tournament quarterfinals. They would have a tough task at Carlow University, who finished pool play with a 2-2 record in Pool A. This game would take place on Friday night and would be the third match that the Warriors would play on that day. Going into elimination play, the Warriors have kept their strategy simple.
And come out, play our best, be excited, play our game, play better than we've ever played before, because this is when it really counts. This is what we've played all season for.
The match versus Carlow University would prove to be one of the more exciting matches of the tournament. These teams would trade points back and forth throughout the first two sets, but it would be Rochester College that would come out victorious in both of these sets with close scores of 25-21 and 25-22. The third set saw Carlow make a spirited comeback, winning by the score of 25-15 before the Warriors were able to finish off the Celtics in the final fourth set by the score of 25-22, winning this quarterfinal matchup by the score of 3-1. The Warriors will be moving on to face the defending champion Damon College Wildcats on Saturday. The final day of the tournament would end up being a disappointing day for the Warriors. They would face Damon College in the first match and would start out slow, losing their first 8 points of the match. They would go on to lose in 3 sets by scores of 25-11, 25-11, and 25-21, ending their tournament championship hopes. That would not be the last game that the Warriors would play in this tournament, however. They would go on to face rival Marygrove College in the third place game. Despite having another slow start, losing the first 2 sets, the Warriors would fight back in the third set and would win 25-16. Despite this effort, however, they would ultimately lose the fourth and final set 25-22, ending their time at the 2013 USCAA National Volleyball Tournament. Luckily, the Warriors season would not be over with the conclusion of this tournament. On November 15th, the Warriors would still get an opportunity to compete in the AII Conference Tournament in Clinton, Iowa. The Warriors, however, would end up losing in the semifinal game to Ashford University, which ended their season. Before this tournament, however, the Crump family found out that Coach David Crump's father had passed away on Veterans Day. Luckily for the Crump family, they have had a great supporting cast in this volleyball team that they can lean on when times get tough. For Roof Sports Network, I'm Kolby Weaver.